Hey everyone, it is the Blind Striker here. iOS 26 just dropped, so let's go over some accessibility features, some changes, and some things that I like about this update. Let's jump right into this video.
Let's start off this video by talking about the new design with iOS 26, or should I say Apple 26 software, because everything will cross between all of the different operating systems. So this is a new like glossy design, and it's supposed to be like interact with different touches and stuff. Um, I'm not really sure what it looks like because I cannot see, so I really don't care about the design. But I thought I'd show you guys a really
Screen dimmed.
cool feature.
Edit mode.
So if I edit,
Started editing.
then I can go
TikTok
to
is editing. Double tap and hold to TikTok is editing. Done. Done.
go to
Button.
done here,
Edit. Button.
edit.
Add widget. Button.
I can add a widget to my home screen,
Customize. Button.
or I can customize the home screen itself. So let's tab on customize.
Large app icons. Button.
So I have the option for large app icons. That's currently what I have it on.
Default. Button.
Then for the, I think this is for the color. It doesn't really give you too much information about what's what, but there's default,
Selected. Dark. Button.
there's dark,
Clear. Button.
there's clear,
Tinted. Button.
and then there's tinted.
Selected. Always. Button. 1 of 2. Auto. Button. 2 of 2. Selected. Tinted. Button.
So
Clear. Button.
let's tap on clear.
Selected. Clear. Dismiss. Dismiss pop-up. Activate to dismiss.
I'm gonna swipe up. It
Messenger.
should
Double tap to
change
open.
all of the icons to like a clear see-through icon, which I guess would be really cool because you can see your parts of your home screen behind the icons is my understanding
Screen
of it,
dimmed.
is what it sounds like. But yeah, I don't really care about this. Some of these features were added in iOS 26. I mean, sorry, iOS 18. To customize the icons, I just, don't care about it. So let's jump into the accessibility settings now. So I am in the settings app, and before I go into the accessibility settings directly, I thought I'd tell you guys about something that has changed with settings, or really any
Screen dimmed.
app that has a search bar in iOS 26. And that is because the search bar is now at the
Search. Search
bottom
field.
of the
Double
screen,
tap to edit.
along with
Dictate. Button.
your
Double tap to start
dictate
dictation.
button.
Double tap with 2 fingers when
So
finished.
if you're opening the App Store, if you're opening the Safari, if you're opening the podcasts, all of those things have the search bar now at the bottom of the screen,
Screen dimmed.
along with the Apple account information at the top. But if I go into
Cellular.
accessibility
Button.
here,
Personal hotspot. Battery. Button. General. Button. Accessibility. Button. Personalize iPhone in ways that work best for you with accessibility features for vision, mobility, hearing, speech, and cognition. Learn more. Heading.
and I scroll
Personalize iPhone in ways
into
that work. Vision. Heading. Voiceover. On. Button.
VoiceOver, for example,
Voiceover. Switch button. On. Double tap to toggle
there's
set.
a
Voiceover. Sign up.
new
Tap once to select an item. Double tap to activate the. Learn more. Link.
uh,
What's new in
what's
VoiceOver? Link.
new VoiceOver button right here. And if I tap on it here,
Close. VoiceOver. Heading. What's new with VoiceOver in iOS 26? Heading. Magic Tap. Customize Magic Tap behavior in VoiceOver greater than commands greater than Magic Tap.
it will read me what is
Copy speech
new.
rotor. Manage recently copied speech phrases and choose what to paste.
Um, something to know about that is that this isn't just exclusive to VoiceOver now. I think this was like in VoiceOver itself with iOS 18, but it has expanded to all
Screen
of
dimmed.
the accessibility settings, such as Zoom, such as personal voice, such as voice name recognition, which I will get into that in a little bit. So that is one thing that has changed with
Reset VoiceOver settings.
26.
Reset all VoiceOver settings with the press of a button.
And yeah, that's another thing to bring up. So resetting voiceover settings, that is actually a really good thing because I've had voiceover issues from time to time, and I'm like, dang, I wish I could reset the voiceover settings without having to reset everything on
Screen
my
dimmed.
phone.
New Indian voices. VoiceOver now supports additional Bangla, Gujarati, Hindi, Marathi, and Punjabi voices.
So that is pretty much it
What's new
with
with Braille in iOS 26? Heading.
VoiceOver. So let's go back here.
Close. Close. Button.
I'm not gonna get
Close.
into Braille because I don't know
Back button.
Braille, and yeah, I don't know Braille. So let's jump over to the next accessibility feature. I'm just gonna go over to the new accessibility features. I'm not gonna go into what is new with each
Screen dimmed.
accessibility feature.
VoiceOver. Heading.
Besides the what is new button that tells you what is new with each accessibility settings, there is a couple of new features, and I think what I'm going to do here is kind of go over the list of features, explain them a little bit, and then I'll do demos of each feature. So the first feature that I want to address that was announced last year is
Eye tracking. Off.
eye tracking. And essentially how this would work is when you turn it on, you can control your phone with your eyes. Now, for those of you who are, fully blind relying off of VoiceOver, I would not recommend doing this. I will be doing it in this video because I just want to show you guys how it works, but it is a pain to turn off once you have it on, and essentially you have to like line up your eye on like an app or something, keep your phone looking at the screen and swipe left or right to navigate through your phone, because when you tap on your screen with this feature on, it does not work. VoiceOver does not work. So that's interesting. Now, what they announced this year to go along with eye tracking is
Head tracking. Off.
head
Button.
tracking. And essentially how this would work is it's a eye tracking but more advanced. So I can set custom actions based off of my head movements. So if I blink my eyes, I can activate my Siri assistant. If I smile, it will lower the light, the brightness. Maybe if I scrunch my nose, uh, it will switch apps. So really, this is a cool cool feature, and it's really recommended for people who physically cannot touch their screen. And I think this is just a great accessibility feature. Now let's move on to another feature.
Side button. Control nearby. Hearing. Heading. Hearing device. Hearing control. Sound and name RTT / sound and name recognition.
So there is sound and name recognition. So sound recognition has been in iOS for a little while. And essentially how that works is if it hears a door open, door close, if it hears a doorbell, whatever the sound may be, it will notify you on your phone. But now you can type in the person's name, like a name for your phone to listen for. So, my name's Scott, so I would type in Scott, and if someone were to say Scott and my phone's right near it and it hears it, it would notify me. Now, this might be great if I am, filming, I have my headphones in, I'm filming, and I may not hear other people around me. So that is a pretty cool and handy feature to have. Now, if we keep going down here,
RTT / TDY. Audio and visual. Button. Subtitles and live captions. Music haptics. Off. Button.
So this is another feature that was announced last year, but I thought I would address it because I really like this feature. And music haptics are basically for the deaf community. And essentially, if I play a song on my phone will vibrate and sync with that song with vibrations. So really, I think this is a cool feature to have for the deaf community. You know what I mean? It's great. I will be showing a demo of that as well.
Speech. Heading. Live speech. Off. Button. Personal voice. Button.
So you also got personal voice. I have addressed this before, talked about it before, and there are some updates with that.
Vocal shortcuts. On. Button.
There is vocal shortcuts, and what this means is that if I said a specific phrase, that there would be a specific action done. I can assign it to Siri, or I can assign it to a specific shortcut that is in my shortcuts app. So if I said something like envision, and then it would activate the shortcuts and say it. Now, I'm not saying the whole thing right now because I'm not trying to demo that just yet. So let's keep moving on here.
Accessories, heading. Keyboards and typing, button. Apple TV remote, button. AirPods, button. General, heading. Guided access. Assistive access. Siri, button. Accessibility shortcut. VoiceOver. Perhaps setting. Share accessibility. Share accessibility
So
settings,
this is
button.
the last thing. There is share accessibility settings. Now, this might be great for a friend who may like the accessibility settings you have on your phone and maybe like, oh, this is, I really like how you have everything set up. Or if even if you have an old phone and you want to transfer everything from your old phone to your new phone, so when you set up your new phone, boom, everything is automatically there. I think this is a great feature to have, and I think a lot of people are going to like this. So that is everything that's new in the settings. Let's go over an accessibility setting in the App Store. Well, more like a useful tool to have in the App Store. So I am in the App Store now. I just searched up a game called Land of Livia for this example. If you guys don't know what Land of Livia is, it is a relaxing, cozy game made for the blind and low vision community. Of course, sighted people can play it as well, but essentially, how this game is designed is to be able to play the game throughout the day. You basically have different quests and go on an adventure, and you basically tap a button, wait for the timer to get to 0. So sometimes there'll be a quest that's like a minute long, there'll be quests that are a half hour long, and depending on the quest and the timing, depends on how much gold you can get to upgrade your loot or buy new things. I will be doing a video at some point about this, but for this example, I am going
Vertical scroll
to
bar.
scroll all the way
There are
down
40,
here.
50, 80, 90, 100%. You might also like button. Supports. Head. Privacy policy. Developer website. Redownload. Button. Artwork. Search. Back button. Game. Advertisement. Advertisement. AFK Journey. Overworld Fantasy.
Hold
Page
on.
5 of 6. Supported features. The developer indicated that this app supports the following accessibility features. Learn more. Link. Accessibility. Button.
So this is what I wanted to show you guys. This is an accessibility toggle. If I tap on it here.
The developer. Back button. Accessibility. Heading. The developer, Split Atom Labs Pty Limited, indicated that this app supports the following accessibility features to help make common tasks in the app faster and easier to complete. Learn more. Link. Use
So
the loader
this
to
is
access link.
something that is required in all of the apps for the App Store. This is a great change to see because there are times that I download games and I find out, oh, they're not accessible or they're partially accessible. So this is great to see because, I want to know what is accessible before downloading it and then having to uninstall it. The only wish I think there should be is that this accessibility thing should be at the top along with having it down at the bottom of the page for the App Store. I think because, as someone who's blind, you're scrolling up right at the top of the application, you're scrolling through it. There's re-download or download if you haven't gotten it, and then there is share, but it would be cool to have the accessibility uh, notice at the top of the page so that I don't, blind people don't have to scroll all the way down and then, find it. I wish it was just designed easier.
VoiceOver. Navigate. Larger text. Increase the dark interface. Apply a dark color scheme to the screens, menus, and controls to reduce, differentiate without color alone. Use shapes or text in addition to or
So
instead of
I think
color
this is
to
really
distinguish key
cool,
information.
and yeah, this is great to see. Let's move on to the demos now because I think you guys are really gonna like them.
For my first demo, I'm going to show you guys the head tracking feature. I did try doing the eye tracking feature and it's just not usable. So Hopefully this one kind of explains both of them because they are in the same realm of features. So I already have it on, and let me show you guys a little demo of it.
1:35 p.m. 36% battery power.
So if I move my head to the right, it will read things on the right. If I look up, look down,
Dock. Phone. Double tap to
I have it set to custom actions.
phone.
So if I raise my eyebrows, I have it set to take a screenshot.
1:35 p.m.
Now, I'm not doing too much of that because it is very, very finicky, especially with voiceover. It is cool that it will announce things still with voiceover. Eye tracking does not do that, and eye tracking is a lot worse. So, if you are someone that is interested in trying this out, do not. I recommend it. Do not try this out if you are someone that has to rely off of voiceover. Don't do it. If you're someone that's sighted and knows what they're doing, then go for it. So yeah, that is eye tracking and head tracking in a nutshell. Let's move on to the next demo. For this next demo, I'm going to set up name recognition and just show you guys how that works. And just a little disclaimer that when you are in the accessibility settings and you're trying to find it, it is one uh, button with sound recognition. So if you're scrolling down, you see a thing that says sound recognition, name recognition. You tap on that, it will pop up with sound recognition and name recognition as its own thing. Or sorry, two separate things. So let's do this here.
Name recognition button. Teach iPhone to recognize the name. You can also record when you are done. Next button. Type your name. Text field is editing. Enter your name in cap C C O O T T T T. Next button. Next. Back button. The following is a generated pronunciation. Scott.
See what it sounds like here.
Scott. Scott. Scott.
Okay.
27. The following. Scott. Generated. Play button. Continue. Continue button. Scott is ready. Heading. iPhone will now listen for Scott. Done button.
Scott.
Sound and name recognition. Back button.
Scott.
Name recognition. Edit button. Name recognition. Switch button on. Notification. Name recognition. Now maybe. Scott. Name recognition recognized a sound.
There
that
you
may be
go.
recognition.
It just
Maybe. Scott.
recognized my
Name
name,
recognition
Scott.
recognized a sound that may be Scott. Time sensitive.
And yeah, that's how it works. It's very, very finicky, it seems like, because when I'm navigating with my voiceover and I pick up on my name, it will announce it. So just be aware of that. Let's move on to the next demo here. I want to show you guys. For my next demo, I'm going to show you guys music haptics. So a little bit about music haptics before I show you guys. And this is a feature that was in iOS 18, that came out in iOS 18, and has definitely got some upgrades with iOS 26. One of the upgrades being that you can adjust the way you feel the haptics, whether that's just the vocals of a song or the full song entirely. Now, another upgrade that there is with music haptics is the intensity of music haptics, whether that's being strong, medium, or slight. So in this demo, I'm going to do the little sample thing that Apple provides in the settings. And for obvious reasons, I'm going to turn down my phone settings. So, sorry, phone volume so you can't hear.
Vocals only. Button. Play. Intensity. Intensity strong. Available apps. Music. Apps which support and play sample. Button.
I'm on the play sample. I turn it all the way down. And I'm not sure if you guys can hear it, but that is music haptics. Apologize if you can't hear it. So yeah, that is what music haptics is. Let's move on to the next demo. For my final demo, I'm going to talk about vocal shortcuts. Now, vocal shortcuts allows you to complete actions with one or a small sentence. Instead of doing multiple different things, you can do multiple different things with one simple word. is the best way to describe it. So keep in mind too that while recording this video, the thing is broken. I'm able to actually set up the vocal shortcuts. However, it doesn't actually work after I set it up. So I'm just going to show you guys how to set it up here.
Add action button. Cancel button. Set up vocal shortcuts. Heading. You'll choose an action and record a phrase in order to teach your iPhone to recognize your voice. Continue button. Siri heading.
So there's two different options I have. I can create a custom phrase with the assistant directly. So if I
Siri request button.
uh, wrote out a sentence to ask the assistant, and then after that I would say a word to trigger that sentence to be sent over to the assistant. But in this case, I'm just gonna
Shortcuts.
do shortcuts. So I'm gonna
Take a
pick
look and describe what's in front of me button.
this shortcut.
Take a look and custom phrase. Text field is editing. Enter command name. Word mode. Insertion point at start. Use the
So
rotor to access this.
I'm just gonna put in
Dictate.
description of photo.
Inserted description of photo. Go. Back button.
Description of photo. Description of photo. Description of photo.
Action is ready. Heading. iPhone will listen for description of photo and perform action. Take a look and describe what's in front of me. Continue button.
So now
Action.
it's supposed to activate when I say description of photo, but unfortunately it does not do that. So yes, this is what the vocal shortcuts are. Let's move on to my overall thoughts about iOS 26. Hey everyone, just wanted to give you an update about the vocal shortcuts feature. After filming the demo for vocal shortcuts and sharing my overall thoughts about Apple 26, I just wanted to let you know that the feature does work. It's just very, very finicky. And honestly, it's annoying. It's annoying. But yeah, let's jump into my overall thoughts about Apple 26. Here are my overall thoughts regarding the Apple 26 software. I think it's a great software. I think the main focus this year with this software would have to be Liquid Glass and the new Apple Intelligent features. But when it comes to accessibility, there are some pretty good updates. I really love the ability to tap on the What's New button under all of the accessibility features to see what's new specifically to that accessibility feature. Now, specifically with VoiceOver, I love how I can reset the VoiceOver settings because I've been having a lot of volume issues with my phone. I'm not sure why, but I'm hoping that can get fixed soon. Now, I think the final feature I like with the accessibility settings in settings would have to be the ability to share your accessibility settings to your friends or to another device you're setting up, because that could be great for so many people. Now, when it comes to the App Store, I really love how there's the accessibility labels now to tell you if an app is accessible. And I think overall the design of iOS 26 or just Apple 26 is a lot more uh clean looking, I guess. It's less cluttered. You know, you tap on a button, it gives you a whole list of options instead of having all the options scattered everywhere. I will say though, there is still some bugs and issues. For some reason, my AirPods have had some very weird audio bugs. The cameras had some audio bugs. The screen recording doesn't work well. Some of the accessibility features like the vocal shortcuts do not work, but I'm hoping all of these things will get fixed in a future update. But yeah, this is a great update overall. That will do it for this video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I will catch you all in the next video.